Welcome to my spoken world today. Hi guys, how are you? And I think you are very well. Today I would like to discuss about how to learn spoken English, and it's very easy. This is for me to learn spoken English if I able to speaks, if I able to practice every day. And we know that English is spoken only depending on the practice, and without practicing, nobody can learn this language. And if we are having any problems at the time of speaking English, and so very easy this is to remove all kinds of problem by doing practicing. And practice is the most power for learning this language. And too much important this is for anybody to do practice, and to have a practice and being understands everything. What is the record to learn this language is most important. And when we come to practice, at times we think that there is not a factor if we make a mistakes at the time of practicing. And so if we make mistakes in practice, that's not a factor, but again and again we needs to do practice so that making mistakes will be recovered by doing the practicing. And so this is the language. And actually, not for the English language, but for all kinds of language which are in the world, which have in the world. And you know that there are many kinds of language in the world. Of all the languages, English is an interested language, and English is an international language. And if we want to, because this language which is used all over the world as a business language, as a main communicate, and it is significant language which is referred as a main business language. And if we want to make a business, if we want to build a business, if we want to grow our business, so very important this is to learn this language and have to have good kinds of idea about this language. And if we don't have any proper idea, clear conceptions about this language, so very difficult for us to make a business with a foreign consumers. And how to possible for you to grow your business without having proper idea about this language. That is why you have to learn this language to being a work from the bar, to make a business, to make money. And so there I think there is no any options to make a business without learning this language. And if you want to build up your career, if you want to build up your business, and if you wants to change your societies, if you wants to change your self life, so very different, very easy, and very important this is for you to learn this language. And despite having every qualification, so you don't have any idea about this language, and so this is very difficult, and this is not so good for you to make a business. And you are unable to make a business without having too much proper idea about this language. And so that is why, and in some cases we're having so many problems. And I think that the nations who is very expert on this language, and he is very able to make a business, he is very able to earn money, he is very able to grow his business by depending on this language. And language is almost power, and depending on this language every nation can be progress in lives. And so language help you to make something, language help you to get something, language helps you to do some things to build up your careers, and so everything's depend on this language. And language is most power, and that is why some things, but we don't have any idea that how to speak fluently and how to grow our business and how to build up our careers, and how to learn this language properly. That is required to practice every day. And so, and when we need to do practice, but we are not able to do practice, we don't want to practice, would like to, we don't would like to practice. That is the main factor, that is a problem. And I think that we need to remove all kinds of problems from our skills to learn this language, and that is very important for us. And thank you everybody. And importance of language, how to do, how can you learn this language, and how to do the language. You have to think, and you have to provide your skills by learning this language, and to communicate with your consumer, to make your business, growing your business, all is depend on your learning language. So you have to practice. No waste your times, you should not waste your times. Always you needs to pay moments to do the work. And thank you everybody.